button. Press the button.
What? I thought I was going to press the button with nothing.
Parker, we're winning here. We don't need to run. This is our home.
No, this is my home.
This is your home.
Okay, I tell you what.
Peter, can you give me... Sorry, Peter, can you just give me a quick... comprehend check?
Okay.
No, sorry. Empathize. Let's go with empathize.
Empathize, that's mine. Okay, I'll have a 5.
Just tell me if you get one success.
No, none.
Okay, cool. That's
You
fine.
know what? I'm gonna force that because I don't have any conditions.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna re-roll and I'm gonna, given that we're in the middle of a fight, I'm gonna take an injury.
Okay. I'll describe that to you after.
Okay, hold on. One's fallen off. Re-roll. No successes yet. Got 1 6.
Oh, the drama.
No successes.
No successes.
No.
Wow. So first of all, you're hitting this thing with a maglite, and then as you do so, the sort of corkscrew blade that one of them has tears through your coat, making a hole in it. The coat isn't gone. You've still got the coat, but the makes quite a tear down one of the seams, cutting your hand open as it does so.
Oh.
With the looking at your coat, the symbol of your newfound friendship with Dot, and maybe more for Peter, I don't know. Then you actually get quite upset at this loss.
Clever.
Upset as well. Oh no. Okay, right.
Because you forced the
Forced the roll and then failed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It appears to be still moving quite a lot.
Yeah. What I was going to say was, I think I've been hesitant to sort of get out the Autobots in case they got destroyed with all 3 of the Decepticons there, but now they're kind of incapacitated, more or less. I'm going to get out the Autobots and sort of set them down, let them go at it.
Okay, they pretty much, as soon as you put them down, they leap into action. You see the motorcycle one charge over to the one with wheels down its side, and the one with wheels down its sides brings out its arms, which have its own wheels, like large kind of truck wheels, and while blades don't come out of that, kind of cogs do, and they start scrapping into each other, and sparks start flying everywhere. The Optimus walks over to you, Peter, because you've got the Megatron Prime pinned down. It just points at it, and the Megatron points back and starts trying to get out as quickly as it can. As the Optimus walks forward and then reaches out its arm, and a blade appears on it. And as it goes to strike the Megatron, the Megatron kind of brings up its hand and grabs hold of the blade, and there's a back and forth of strength between them. Yes, just like that.
Okay, right.
Okay, so Parker and Dot.
Well, Parker,
I'll press the button for the door.
The door is slowly rising. It's come up to about your chest by now. You feel like if people got in, by the time people got in a car, you'd be able to move the car.
Frankly, the car is for an emergency situation. We're doing okay right now, so we don't need the car yet.
I was like,
If
I
things
it's
get
definitely
bad-
moving so Parker can actually sleep here tonight, so we can go something tomorrow.
Oh, dude, I'm not sleeping here. Like, my parents are still zombies.
Well,
That's parents for you.
Can I go, Tarquin, help Optimus Prime.
so
All right, I am going to try and stomp on the Decepticon.
Okay. Give me a force check.
One success.
Okay. Attempting to stomp on this thing, you keep hitting it with your foot again and again. You can tell one thing very clearly, and that is that these things are pretty solid and hard, and your foot is not going to do anything. And you can see that the ones that have been hit by a Maglite and you can see that one, apart from a few little scrapes of the paint on it, hardly been hurt at all.
Does he give Optimus Prime the edge, though?
Was that the one you were stomping on?
Yeah, I asked him to.
Sure.
Him to help Optimus. So I'm
Sure.
assuming he-
Yes. What happens is he stomps on it, and it just kind of twists Megatron slightly, allowing Optimus to pull back the blade and then force it directly into the Decepticon's chest, where the Megatron twitches for a few moments and then slows and stops. Can everybody here please give me an empathize check? And let me know if you get 2 successes.
What, between us?
No, individually.
Got nothing.
Nothing.
One success.
I was like, I'm going to use my look. Do we get my luck point back next session?
What was it again? That was
I forget.
luck points is
It's once per campaign, I think.
I think that's once per campaign.
Okay.
Pride is once per session.
Okay, cool.
What did Parker get?
0.
0. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, the Megatron kind of collapses, and the Optimus looks up at Peter. Just looks up at you.
I salute Optimus.
As he does that, the blade goes shunk into the arm.
Well done, Optimus. You have finally destroyed Megatron.
And
Well, one of them anyway.
Oh, there's more than one, isn't
Is
there?
that the last of the Decepticons?
no, there are still 2 left. Which the one with the wheels is battling against the motorbike, and the other one is underneath Dot's coat.
Yeah.
There were 4 of them? Oh,
There were
man.
3.
Yeah, I hit one with a cricket bat.
And that got back up.
Ah. Okay.
Dot is, Dot is the fit coat. Bonus points. Obviously, Dot's holding this one down, but she's got and she's trying to work out where it is with the brick. So
Yeah.
it's this kind of like, it's her brick approach to the problem. It's like, I don't really believe
Like
in violence,
Gopher
but
game.
sadly, it's quite effective.
I would like to say, Parker, maybe get out of the car and get the key card.
I can do that.
Okay,
Maybe.
Dot, can you give me a force check? Parker can give me an investigate check to rummage through the house.
Yeah.
Do I get my bonus for my do I get a bonus for either my brick or my coat?
Well, yes, you're using your code, so you certainly get your bonus for that.
You get a
Excellent.
+2 for that, don't you?
I do. Oh, useful coat. Oh, useless roll.
Oh, the dice gods are cruel.
Luck lets you re-roll the lot, right?
Reroll as many as you want, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Don't forget you can deliberately take a condition to re-roll as well. It's sort of seems
Yeah,
very-
but I've
fine.
got 2 luck, so I may as well
Oh,
start using these. I failed the first time. I got 1 success the second time.
Okay. Yes, you're looking through the household. You know where your parents keep the key card. You rush over to the bowl on the table near the front door, and you just pick it up straight away. As you pick it up, a hand reaches out and grabs yours. There you are, Parker. We've been so worried. Your mother
Hi.
standing there.
Mummy.
Are you staying back now? Are you back from your friends? Is that them I hear in the garage? Are they staying the night? She's holding your arm quite forcefully.
I take the key card with my other hand, first of all.
Oh, you've been stealing for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, normally it's money. I was going to go stay at Dot's. I know how much you like their family.
Oh, I think you should stay here for tonight, my dear. We're going to be having some fun. We've got a few more of those robots, and we can play with them
More?
together as a family. Yes, they're all in the front room. Why don't you come with me?
How many more exactly?
Oh, just 5 or so.
Just 5 or so.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, how many was it? No. I don't know. There were quite a few. They came over here shortly after you left.
Oh, yes, of course I would love to come with you. Could I just have my arm back?
No, we're going to go now. And she starts to pull you towards the living room.
Okay, Parker has really well manicured fingernails.
Let's.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say this is a force check, and I'm gonna allow you to use your fingernails this once to give you a +2 on that, but not continuing. That's not a thing you can keep using like this.
That's fair. Also, don't I have yeah, I've got Parfait in my handbag, so I'm gonna throw his neck.
You've got what in your handbag? Oh yeah,
My
yeah.
dog.
Your dog. Yeah.
Which
Sorry.
you'll constantly forget.
Which I know.
You
right?
could get the dog. You could get the dog to attack your. Is it your mum or your dad?
Your
My
mother.
mom. You know what? We're gonna do that instead because I feel like I should actually use my dog.
Okay.
I'd imagine
And
Parfait
that's
is
a
probably
legitimate
like
costume.
Yeah, like my dog.
growling like mad and
Yeah.
yipping
Yeah.
your mum.
Parfait is
Right.
not happy.
It bounds out of your handbag and goes to bite your mum's leg. So
Yeah.
can you give me a force check for you trying to pull away?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm imagining that scene from the Holy Grail with the rabbit.
I have no 6s on this roll. This is not good. I will have to use my other luck. I have a single lizard 6.
Okay.
Ah.
As it bites into your mother's leg, she lets out a yelp, and you can hear a noise from the living room. What is it, dear? Is that Parker there? As you can hear your father's voice, and you just managed to pull yourself away from your mother. And from behind that, from the living room as well, you hear a robotic voice of multiple small tinny voices saying destroy, destroy, destroy. And in the garage, you 3 hear from the 2 remaining Decepticons destroy, 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 implant chip, destroy. Parker, what are you doing?
Shit just got
I-
real.
So I've got the key card in my hand. Come
Yeah.
on, Parfait! I'm going back to the garage.
It leaps after you. No, come back, Parker. We need to get you into the living room.
Parfait needs to walk by.
She is trying. She is starting to chase after you as you enter the garage and see the scene of Dot hitting the brick on the thing. Tarquin, what is Tarquin doing?
Tarquin is continuing. Actually, I imagine Tarquin is assisting violently
Okay.
with the credit that.
And
Probably to no avail.
okay, and Peter, I assume is the same thing. You're trying to just fend off these things.
We don't have time for this. Is the car still idling?
The car is idling.
Please
Get
don't
it,
take the
Richard.
car. Look, the garage door is open. I'm 14 years old. Can we?
None of us can drive.
Please.
None of us can drive. This is such a
This
None
is
of you
such
can-
a bad idea.
None of you can
That's
drive.
why it's perfect.
Okay.
Actually,
question.
Peter might be able to drive.
Peter should be able to drive.
Peter can, because he's done sort of work on Tarquin and Dot's parents' car before. He at least knows how to use the clutch, use
Yeah.
the gearbox. He can get it in first, and he can drive it around to see if there are any problems. But that's
Sure.
about it. He will probably stall a lot.
All right, Parker, are you getting in the car or are you running out of the doorway? Because you've just appeared saying it's time to go. So
It's
we're
really
following
time
your
to
lead.
go.
What is Parker doing?
What are you going to do?
Peter, can you drive?
We can try Optimus, quick! In the car!
Optimus leaps onto your leg and starts clambering up you.
Okay, I dive into the back seat.
What's the name of the other one? The one with wheels for arms?
Really?
Do you remember? Did you write it down?
No, I've only got Equius Optimus written down.
Okay. Then
I'm going to say, Autobots, follow Optimus.
Excuse me, I think you'll find it's assemble.
I am going to jump in the back seat of the car then, because I
Okay.
think this thing would be funny with Peter and Dot in the front seat.
okay,
Yeah.
and
I was like, what? Just finishing this, go angrily, and then almost. I imagine talking kind of drags me into the car because I've really got it into my smashing mode now.
okay.
But remember to pick your coat up.
Yeah,
Of course.
you grab the coat, and as you pull the coat off, you can see the robot on the floor, kind of twitching slightly, and then slowly, as you see various cogs and so forth, kind of whir on the side of it, slowly getting to its feet.
Run
And-
over it.
And yeah, Peter, can you give me a tinker check?
I tinker, okay, right.
Parker, you know what would be good right now? A cleaver. Just for example.
No successes. I'm going to use one of my lucks.
Okay.
You've got your -2 your pool as well, though. Remember.
Because
So, oh yeah.
yep.
Okay, right.
Oh shit. Forgot that.
But I should probably roll 4 less this time round because I rolled too many.
Don't
that
worry
time.
about that. Just go with the 2 less this time.
Okay. No.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's basically what happens. You go to start the car up, and straight away it just stalls. You try and use your hand on the clutch, on the handbrake, and the pain just pierces your hand, and you're trying to get away from these things, and as you watch, the one that was underneath Dot's coat, the one that looks like a crane or an oil platform or something, hooks its arm around Optimus's head and pulls it straight out of the car, leaps down and just,
Optimus!
and you can see like bits are flying off it. You can see like little sparks appearing, and Optimus reaches out with a hand and then goes limp, and you can take the sad condition.
Optimus!
Oh no!
no!
You have
Oh,
so
no,
many-
you've got all the.
No, can I reach from the back to the front and take the handbrake off?
By the way, I'm already upset. So
I'm
now-
going to say yes. You can. If Tarquin takes the handbrake off, you can now drive away.
No, I'm just.
Oh, sorry,
think
you were-
this will just roll.
You are already upset.
Yeah, I was. I'm assuming I'm now. Peter's legit crying now. He's just
Yeah.
seen Optimus Prime
Scared
die.
is good. Scared.
Scared. Yeah, you're scared now.
Okay, right. Yeah, good point. Okay, authority figure dead.
I'm hoping that if I take the handbrake off this car, it will roll out of the drive.
It is starting to roll forward, and if Peter, despite all the fear and so forth,
Can
starts
at
to
least turn the wheel.
yeah, and you start to roll out. You can see Parker's mother behind come out from the doorway. You get back here, young lady. You're grounded, didn't I say?
What again?
Peter. Is Peter driving, or what is happening? Is Tarkin driving?
Peter is definitely
So,
doing his
Peter,
best to drive
concentrate.
this car out of there.
Just think what it's like. What was that game you were trying to show me? The one with the girl in the car and the Outrun. Outrun. You're the guy in the car. I'm the girl. You can do this.
Okay, I can do this. Self-actualize. I can do this. He floors the pedal.
I'd like to say, bloody self-actualize faster.
And it almost stalls, but you manage to get into a pretty speedy first gear before you realise a few seconds later, oh, I have to change gears, and you manage to do it, and you drive out of the rather fancy road that Parker lives on.
Okay.
Where are you going? Bearing in mind that if you go too far, you're going to have to actually go on the road, like the main roads.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
We're
more
going
or
to go to
less.
that ditch right there.
Yeah. I suddenly
That is a
realised-
good-looking ditch.
Yeah. Suddenly Peter realises that he hasn't turned on the headlights.
Yeah.
Quickly fumbles for
There's
the light.
there's a whole lot of this going on, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'm exploring the left of the road, and then the right of the road, and then the left of the road again. I don't.
And then, oh no, and then,
Yeah, go
of
on.
course, it's going okay, and the robots are lurching down the driveway, and then that cat appears.
No!
into the front of the road, and you have to swerve.
You have to swerve out of the way.
Okay. Yep.
This was my best idea ever.
Definitely swerving out of the way of the cat. I think we've probably just about reached the main road unless I crashed it then.
Yes, you can see the main road coming up in front of you. Cars going past actually fairly regularly.
Traffic.
It's like 11
Okay, right.
at night.
I'm gonna sort of like slowly let the car come to a stop and just go, I can't. I probably kill us all.
Yeah, I
Let's
agree.
go.
Let's go.
Don't worry, Peter. This is driving cars is pollution. You know, we've got bikes. This is much more an eco-friendly option.
Yeah,
We'll bike it.
yeah. That's right. I didn't bottle out. We're doing the right thing for the environment.
Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
I'd like to grab the first aid kit that every driver has to have in the back of their car and take that with us.
Fine. Yep.
I think we need to go to the hideout. If we go back to if we go back to our house, me and Dot's house, then the police said we just stole a Beamer.
Parker, did you get?
Sorry, I'm Merc.
I got the key card.
Parker, we got two options. We go to the place, rest up, work out what we're going to do, then go there, or we just go there now. I think these two guys are really messed up. I sort of leaning to Tarquin. These guys are in really bad shape.
Yeah,
What
you
we
look
could do is
over
go
and-
and sleep in the lighthouse.
Peter is literally crying and trembling.
Okay. I think we need to go back to the lighthouse, but we've got the key card now anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
That's cool. Tomorrow morning we know where we have to go as well.
Yep.
This is literally, it could be worse, guys.
I'm gonna say that the next scene is you in the lighthouse. You've spread out your sleeping bags that you have, well, what would you like to do? Would you like to have a scene? Would Peter like to have a scene with anybody here?
Yeah. Peter is, well, I mean, he's if anyone wants to come and comfort him or whatever, he's sitting in the corner clutching his hand, which is more or less a bloody mess. He's
Let's see.
holding.
I think Tarquin is going to go over to Tarquin's going to go over to Peter and slap him on the shoulder and say, "Yeah, bloody well done, and then realise that is not nearly sufficient, and then he's awkwardly going to go back to his sister and then sort of shove her in the view.
As you clapped him on the back, the gentle sobbing became a proper flood of tears.
Yeah, that was
Optimus!
Tarquin's attempts were disastrous, so he's going
I-
to leap the Dot into position.
I'm just glaring at Tarquin. And Tarquin, that school is ruining you as a human being.
I pressed the first aid kit into Dot's hands because Peter's got that big cut on his hand as well.
I start trying to bandage Peter's hand. I say, tell me about the one who died. I mean, he was the important one, yeah?
He was. I mean, I've seen him die before. I watched the movie and I cried all night that time too. But he wanted Rodimus to go on. He'd want me to go on too, I think. Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, it's always like eventually we have to kind of move. Eventually it's kind of down to us. I mean, I'm not going to talk about Parker about this because Parker's a bit, an idiot and useless.
Parker, you can hear that if you like.
I totally heard that.
But occasionally,
I'd like to shush Parker.
it's like first time I went on a protest by myself. It was so scary. Then I realised I was by myself at that time and alone, and that's kind of it was all down to me, And we just kind of go on occasionally.
Yeah, I suppose it's like that, isn't it?
I bet Optimus would have thought you were very brave as well.
Thank you. I suppose I should take up the matrix of leadership for myself now that Optimus is gone. Okay, I think.
As long as that isn't a fascist thing, yes, I would agree with that, Peter.
Oh, I don't know. Is it? Well, it's like a secret power that resides within a technological component that can sit within the chest of the leader of the Autobots. Makes them the leader. Is that fascist?
I think I'm going to say no. Deciding that maybe she doesn't understand this at all.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. He's feeling a little better now. The bleeding stopped. And the crying is just about stopped.
I wish I took that a slightly different way. It was like, does Optimus Prime a bit like your dad? It's like, because that's that would have been bad.
At that point, the answer would have been no.
It's like you said about your dad. That'd be good. Anyway, that would.
At this point, I should probably point out that my living room was full of Decepticons.
Would you like to do that? Feel free. This is your scene.
No, that's what I said.
Oh, right, okay.
At this point, I should probably point out.
Bloody hell. Look, there's definitely something going on with your parents in particular. How'd they get that many Decepticons? How'd they get any Decepticons?
You're very rich.
We have a lot of money, Tarquin, but also they do seem to have just kind of moved in.
Your mother did say that they just came round.
What, like for tea?
Yeah.
Peter sort of looks up and there's a sort of surprising look in his eyes, a hint of steel that none of you have ever seen before. We have to avenge Optimus. It's the only thing we can do.
Yes, but maybe carefully.
Oh yes, we should make a plan.
How many things do you have? Boxes checked. Conditions.
3.
So yeah, Peter, we should have cured some of yours. But Parker, have you got any or?
I don't have any more.
Peter, with the scene, I think you cure one with a scene in the hideout.
Okay. I'm going to say I'm still injured and a little frightened, but I'm no longer upset.
Okay. Does anybody else want a scene?
No.
I just fussed my dog.
I think Tarquin is pacing and is gonna say to Dot, "Well, that was a bloody disgrace. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow we can find the maker, and then we can break into that lab now with the key card."
Tarquin, all these years I've been waiting for you to hear the phrase, "Let's break into a lab." This makes me proud. Next time, we'll be actually rescuing puppies.
Well, you never know. There might be puppies in there. Puppies with makeup.
Right. I'll get my cleaver.
Sorry,
For the puppies, right?
Peter, I just checked. You can cure all your conditions.
Says
Oh,
Tom,
okay, cool.
Weirdly.
If anybody else has any conditions, they can actually clear them with that scene.
No, I'm still good.
Cool.
I'm good.
Have
I'm
I just been
luckless, but good.
have I been beating on Peter the whole time?
Yeah, basically
Yeah.
Peter's just taken everything. Well, it's the dice gods for you.
Yeah. I was going to say, at one point, I was about to say, we're rolling really well this session. And I
Oh
I
yeah,
was
that
gonna-
would have it for sure.
I was going to re-roll my... So I would have been exhausted, but because I was going to re-roll my smashing the thing with the bricks. But I'll be cured now, so it's no.
Okay, cool.
Right, sleep then.
Yeah, I
The-
think so.
The next morning rolls around. You hear in the distance on probably one of Peter's farm's fields a cockerel crows as they do, and the seagulls outside start to make a lot of annoying noise. And the door opens to the lighthouse, and a familiar figure walks in, that of Trish, as we end the week's game.
Ah,
Killer!
Check her neck.
That's like literally start of the next session. We're all holding her down, checking her neck.
Like, I think we should all agree on this right now, so that when Emma comes back next
Yeah.
session, we're just like, no, that's what's happening.
This is what's happening. Okay, so going through everybody, how does Parker feel right now?
Stressed. On high alert. And wondering if her brother's okay, because he's still in the house.
Well, your brother goes out late at night for various reasons that you don't know about, if I recall.
Yeah, he's going to be coming home to a rather odd household.
That is entirely true.
Yeah.
How's Dot?
Quite tired. She's like, she's really fond of the brick. She's kind of questioning her own relationship with violence. As I say, as far as pacifists go, she's not doing very well. She's just very glad to find. Yeah, she seems to be weirdly bonding with Tarquin.
Right.
She's worried about Peter. She's even worried about Parker as much as she's insulting her.
Hmm.
But it's kind of like, just very
Hmm.
glad it's morning because we can finally do something about this.
Yeah. Okay. How is Peter?
Peter is a mess of emotions. He's self-actualized the shit out of himself today. So much he thought he'd never achieve. And having both a moment alone with Dot and a moment where Dot administered to him and wrapped his hand is sort of sent him into this slightly delirious state. Yet at the same time, it's pierced through with deep grief and genuine trepidation.
And we're in a band.
Yes.
I don't know that yet.
How is Tarquin?
Tarquin's fired up. He's got his cricket bat, and the enemy seems to be small and cricket ball sized. But he's also quite worried that someone saw them steal that very expensive car.
Yeah.
And drive it probably into a ditch. Other than that, I think this is much more Tarquin's wheelhouse. Less of the sleuthing and more of the hitting things.
Okay. Well, with that, we've had a great time, and I hope that everybody else at home has as well. Thank you very much to Tabletop Audio for the ambient audio that you can hear right now. As always, we're very grateful to you, the fans, for your very generous donations. You help make the stream what it is. And finally, thank you very much for watching. We've been beautiful, you've been amazing, and now, as always, it's time to roll out. Transform and roll out.